Hello, people. Welcome back. Here we are. Finally, after a long hiatus, we are back for F1 on here, the MSRL channel. So, once again, season 6 is beginning, and we have all the new drivers coming around. Some new drivers, some old faces. You'll see some interesting driving lineup as well. And happy to say we have almost a full grid for the start of the season. 10 races are coming your way for season number 6. If you're still new around here, you'd like to join, you're in Asia, Oceania, somewhere in Europe, Middle East as well, feel free to join and we will be happy to have you around. And in the meantime, let's get ready by inviting our good old friends into the lobby, and we'll be going into the session really shortly. And let's see if everyone is ready to tackle the circuit. What's it called? Blah blah blah. It's called the Lusail International Circuit here in Qatar. And as much as I'm interested to commentate, I'd love to also race with these guys. But after 5 seasons of racing, I think it's a good time to take a step back and see what happens out there among the drivers in this league. Now, we'll just wait for a few moments, be on a silent mode for a quick minute or two until everyone joins the lobby. We are going to start in about 8 minutes from now, so enjoy the loneliness or perhaps the stream as you wish, and we'll be right with you very shortly. Anyone in MSRL who is free to drop down into the media room, feel free to do so. If you DNF as well from your race, feel free to join me, and we'll probably have some fun here in the comms box. So I'll be back with you shortly. And we're back after this short intermission, and let's introduce our drivers for season 6. While we are still here in the lobby, we have Sharis and Hot Stuff joining us, new drivers for season number 6 in the Red Bull. In the Ferrari, well, unfortunately I've vacated the seat and it's still empty, no teammate as well. So if you're still around here, you love a Ferrari seat and a Haas seat, there's 3 seats available for you in this season, and then we have plenty of reserve spots as well for the rest of the season. We have Sweets, our season number 3 champion, or was it season number 2? I forgot. It was indeed season number 3. My bad there. So season number 3 champion Swiss is back with us in the Mercedes this time around, and Nabil from Mercedes as well from the previous 2 seasons. Previous season of season 4 in Williams, if I remember correctly, and season 5 he was in the Mercedes, so he'll be receiving a pretty good boost as a teammate in the form of Swiss, who's donning the Yano Opmir avatar in the game. So interesting to see what he will accomplish. And next up in the Alpine, we have Zeri Zach, who's also known as a Kendra. So two names for him, Zeri, or we'll probably just call him Zeri in this lobby. And then we have Elia, both who are from the Singaporean F1 League, and they have finally joined us, and it is official now. You know, we've merged teams, and moving forward, love to see both the Malaysians and Singaporeans collaborating once again. It's like the old days of Malaya, but let's make it better for sure. We have McLaren headed by Hidair and also Lukman, so 2 drivers as well, joining us from the Singaporean League, and it's interesting to see what they will bring to the table as well. For the Alfa Romeo, we have the newbie, Mr. Zbinmeister from our long time ago, season 3, 4 and onwards. He's back in the Alfa Romeo. His teammate will be Flaky, who will be missing today due to a race in ACC. They are racing for our endurance in Spa. So if you do know them, make sure you follow them and give them a support as well in their 4-hour races in Spa in ACC. In the meantime, you can always tune in here, watch side by side, and have fun. In the Aston Martin, we have the returning hot shot from season 4, Lampy. A person who I really love to go up against in many of the races in season 4. A lot of side-by-side battles, back and forth, and good to see him back on the grid. And partnering him in the Aston Martin this time around will be Kenrick, and also a new guy joining us from SG. So interesting lineup there over in Aston Martin. In the Haas, we have the solo runner of Destial, probably the top 3 fastest guys, along with Sharis and well, the other guy in AlphaTauri will come to shortly, Zach. So these top 3 are the ones to watch out in this season, whether any one of them is capable of taking the championship this time around. Destial though won't be having his teammate for a considerable time unless someone joins in the Haas, and well, we'll see if he can take the victory here in race number 1. And speaking of possible contenders for race 1 win, is Zach in the AlphaTauri leading the way, and partnering him is Ernest, or also known as Totally a Scientist, or Totally Not Ernest, whichever you want to call him. I'll just call him Ernest the Scientist, and we'll all know him as the Alpha driver, the AlphaTauri driver in the seat number 2 there. And Williams, finally, we have Ayman Haikal, a new person joining us this time as well in the Williams, and we also have his teammate, well, who's unfortunately not here today. So he will be, well, it's not missing. I just need to invite him once again. Let me just check. So if he's online, Mr. Woomax, we will love to have you in the lobby right now. And let's see if he is ready. And that's your lineup for season number 6. We have 3 seats remaining, 2 in the Ferrari, 1 in the Haas. If you'd love to, yeah, please join us. Alright, finally Woomax is here, and we can have a final countdown of the attendance before we get into the lobby. It's 10:30. We have 5 minutes waiting time if someone is missing, and we'll send out the invites and we'll get going into the race. So let's go. Let's get ready. Let's see if everyone is ready as well. And I am excited as ever. First time really to be commentating here in the Malaysia Sim Racing League. But other than that, you know, I'd say, you know, it's always a pleasure to commentate on a race, whether it's being this league or some other league. Let's have fun, and hopefully you have fun as well. And hello chat, hello, hi everyone. So leave your predictions as well. Who's gonna win? Who do you think is gonna take pole? Is it gonna be Zach? Is it gonna be Sharis? Is it gonna be Destial? Or is there gonna be a surprise pole position today? And we'll see who wins this one out. No official points, of course, for any predictions just yet. We'll figure that out along the way in this season. And looks like we have everyone that is supposed to be attending today. out of 17 drivers, we have only Flaky missing, and that is a go, go, go. So let's go. Right, there we go. Finally it's starting. So interesting times ahead of us. And just make sure we are in Qatar. These are the settings for the season. The usual settings. Damage will be on reduce for the first race, of course. We don't want too many race ending collisions just yet, unless things get a little funny in race 1 onwards. We'll definitely come back and review that. Now let's get into the qualifying session. It's gonna be pretty obvious that the weather is gonna be dry, it's gonna be sunny or probably even cloudy or whatever. It's gonna be night conditions here in Qatar. And if you're just tuning in right after the sprint shootout in real life, well, I wonder if we've actually accidentally loaded in with one-shot qualifying. No, I hope not. I really hope not, because otherwise that is gonna be a big blunder on us. Oh boy. Or perhaps that's just the waiting time, I suppose. Everyone is loading in, and I've loaded in much quicker than the others. Let's hope that's the case. I really want to hope that I have not accidentally set one-shot qualifying. Or perhaps the lobby is just bugging out. Oh my goodness, thank goodness it is alright. I just rewinded the stream just to check, just to be sure the lobby is not playing any tricks on us. And thankfully it is not. Hello Dash, long time no see. Welcome back to the chat. Will be nice to see you as well on the grid someday soon. For now, let's get the essentials out on track. Full track map is enabled here, as you can see, so we can find out who's in trouble, who's not having a good time out on track, any spins and whatnot. I'd expect a lot of invalidations when it comes to track limits around here. Not just in qualifying and in the race as well. It's probably going to be loading up on penalties here. So let's see what is going on out there. And as the first few drivers are going out, you can see some drivers are going out on the intermediate tires. So that's always good to see. You definitely want to save a set of soft tires for the race, and by taking the intermediates in the first run, that's usually the best way to save a set of tires. Now you want to save one set of medium and hards for the race, which is already reserved. You can also, if you have a balance allocation, you have 2 set of medium, so that means you're gonna be a little bit lower on the soft allocations for short qualifying. Now we do have quite a number of drivers going out already out on track. We don't want to have any traffic jam. So as you can see, some drivers are slowing down here. Let's hope the game does not play funny and hand out 5 grid penalties for being too close to each other out on track. It is a known bug as always in this Codemasters series. Now we have the McLaren of Hidaire, is it, who's out on track, the first one to probably serve us with a lap in Qatar. Now let's get that ready. And let's get our UI sorted out as well before we get further into the race. Here we go, let's ride on board with Hidaire, who's gonna give us the first ever lap in MSRL season number 6, heading into turn 1. Looks like it's a pretty nicely hooked up apex here, and then here comes turn 2, a quick flick to the left immediately, followed by a right-hander here, which is going to take you down all the way to turn 4, and turn 5 it's going to be a double right-hander here. Clean on the first one. Looks like a little bit of a confidence lift over there in the first run. And here you go, sector 1 just ends that quickly. And here comes the slower part of the track. Turn number whatever it was, I forgot. And here comes the double right-hander swirl. It's not really a double right-hander, more of a double apex-ish. And then here comes a quick flick to the right. And it's important to get this next left-hander hooked up here, because it's going to carry all the momentum down to the triple right-hander coming up right up ahead. In real life, as we saw, these curbs have been reprofiled, have been readjusted to make sure the cars are not having too much trouble. Oh, that's an invalidation, and you can expect a lot more of that coming right up after this. So he's invalidated his lap. Who else is on a level? Let's see. Perhaps our good friend Nabil, who will love to jinx him so hard, so lovely. Let's see if he nails a lap around here today. Oh, and there you go, invalidated on the first attempt. Vumax, surprisingly, who was not the first one to go out, has set the first lap time in MSRL season number 6. Well, I guess that goes down in the history books. And Ernest immediately surpasses him almost a 7 tenths quicker there, 6 tenths quicker, and sets P1. Lukman, the other McLaren, sets a valid lap, goes to P2 for now. The other AlphaTauri is coming down the pit lane. That is Zach. And there you go. He smashes the lap time even further with a 21.3 straight away up to pole position. And it's provisional 1 and 2 for the AlphaTauris here. And next to cross the line is going to be the Alpine of Zeri Zach. And he goes to P4 immediately. And there comes a Red Bull. Is that going to be Charez? And well, he's just starting his lap. Now let's ride on board with him then. He's on the medium, surprisingly. So that's interesting choice there to save a set of tires. Let's ride on board with him while I keep quiet for a minute or two. Ooh, a little bit of a downshift there just to make sure he hits the apex. Ooh, my, that is a rapid lap. 21.0 on the medians. That's some way to flex your face around here in Qatar. And that's only his first attempt. I wonder how much faster can he go on a set of softs right after this. And let's now ride on board with Mr. Sweets, who is our season 3 champion, coming back for season 5, season 6 now to see. Oh, careful there, sir, careful there. Cheers. As I ride on board with him, he decides to go for a cheeky little cut on the curb and invalidates his lap time immediately. Alright, so still plenty of drivers to set a lap time here, and we can ride on board with Lukman again, who has invalidated. Now what about Zeri Zach going for a second run? Let's see if he improves any further this time around. Some trouble there with Ayman, looks like it. Oh, he's just making way for some other drivers. That's good to know. However, I don't think you want to be running out on the dirty stuff of the track if you're intending to go for another lap here. So far so good, it seems. He's just enjoying, giving us a sideshow of Qatar, the Lusail International Circuit. Let's go back on to Zeri, who is about to complete his lap. 2 more corners to go. Can he keep it together here? Looks like just nicely done into the penultimate corner. Now into the last corner here. Looks like nicely hooked up on the exit as well, keeping it safe, and now it's a straight run to the finish line. You run out of deployment quite early on the straight here, so that's gonna affect your lap time as well. He goes up to P4, well, maintains his top two rows, and so far P2, well, second row, that's P3 and P4 is occupied by the Alpines. Pretty strong showing from these two. Oh, whoa, hello there, Lemfi. Having a little spin here in your outlap. That's some way to heat up your tires, but not necessarily the best way. I hope that's not. Hello chat, yes, we cannot ride on board with all 16 drivers with a red button, sir. We don't have a red button enabled so far. Unless, you know, we figure something out. It's possibly doable, but not in my known capacity. We'll find out soon. Still 4 drivers yet to set a lap time. Both the Mercedes yet to set a valid lap time here. Lampi yet to set a lap time. Destiel, who's also, you know, pole favorite here, yet to set a lap time here. And it's interesting to see how late are they going to leave it. Are they going to leave it till the last 2 runs, which seems like the idea that they have in mind right now. Let's go on board with Lampi to see how he does. A bit of a confidence lift looks like it over there. 26.8 for sector 1. Pretty decent, but not lighting the bots on purple just yet. Yeah, here comes the best part here. Triple right, let's see how does it go. First part easy flat, second part easy flat as well. Third part is where you can probably invalidate it. Zanoop has retired, and that is just somewhere in the middle of the track. Was it in the pit lane? I hope it was in the pit lane, because that would have been shameful if he had crashed out on track. A little bit of a wiggle there for Lamfi, but across the start finish straight, which is still further away in this game than compared to real life. He sets at 21.2, and that is gonna bring us up to P3 for Lampi. Still 2 tenths behind Shar's best lap time. Sweets in the meantime, while all the chit chat was going on, has set a lap time quicker than Lampi's, and he's up to P2. Meanwhile, his teammate Nabil still far away, and Destiel, oh, there you go. He smashes the lap time even further with a 20.4 on the board. Crazy lap times here. And seems like our friend Zanoop, Spinmeister, has decided to just retire in the pits and save a set of tires anyway. So some sort of a last 2 question mark challenge by him. I hope so. Looks like that's what he's probably going to go for. 6 minutes left in short qualifying. You have enough time to squeeze probably 2 more runs around here. And if that's not enough, well, unfortunately you're going to be not getting a best time around here. Track evolution is going to be a thing. And perhaps, just perhaps, it might help you to gain a few more tenths around here. Now we ride on board with Nabil, who is still, well, not going for a lap. And that's an AlphaTauri right ahead of him. And it's going to be the AlphaTauri of, well, it's probably Zach or Ernest. And it is Zach who is still going for his second attempt. And would you look at that, Zanoop setting a lap time on the hearts here. Way to go. How to save a set of softs? Well, just use a set of hearts then. Cross the line here. How much can he improve? Zach cross the line, he improves by 2 tenths, and that puts him up to P3. It's still pretty tight from P2 onwards. How fast can Sharis go on a set of softs? Will he go for a set of softs, or will he risk getting dropped down the order by staying on the mediums? We'll find out. We'll have only 5.5 minutes to go in short qualifying. Put down your predictions. Who do you think is going to be on pole? Is it Lusail? Is he going to hold on to the pole? Is it going to be Sharis? Is it going to be Zach? Or is it going to be someone else to steal the limelight for today? And yes, to answer your question, Zenoob, yes, you are allowed to use intermediates to set a banker lap, check your equipment and whatnot. It is mentioned in the race briefing in the attendance channel. So yeah, make sure you read that up for any last minute notes which you may have missed. But other than that, I'm pretty sure you're well versed with the rules around here. Across the line, Zach does not improve, still a 10th off his best lap time here. How can Lukman do? He's starting his lap time around here into turn 1. Let's see. It's truly a Ferrari-powered sandwich right now, isn't it? Like you say, it's Lusail up in front in the Haas and Zenoob all the way in the back. Two Singaporeans forming a Haas and Alpha Ferrari-powered engine sandwich around here. Well, in that case, my friend, you'd have to remind Switch to recheck the race briefing notes. He's probably still remembering the old stuff from season 5, which definitely did not allow us to enter banker laps. Alright, so far Lukman seems to be going good. Gets a little wobbly on the second part of that triple right-hander, loses a bit of time probably. Still 2/10 up on his personal best. And across the last corner here, how much can he push the exit? This would be his last attempt. And across the line, which, well, again, super long straight around here. Across the line, he's gonna not improve. He's down by a 10th on his best lap time, so that's not gonna be an improvement for him, unfortunately. Now we have the Red Bull of Hot Stuff who is starting his lap time here. Oh well, he just jumps further ahead now to P7. Well, he's done his lap, so he's up to P7 now. And we have a few more drivers coming across the line. Is Switch going for another lap? Looks like he is. Okay, there you go. 2/10 up, almost 2/10 up on his sector 1 lap time here. So that's a lot more time that he will expect. That's easily going to put him up to P4 if he can nail the lap time. A little Alpine on the outside might have slightly caused him some inconvenience, but maybe not too much. Now into the triple right-handers coming right up. This exit really important to make sure you get a good momentum across these 3 corners here. First part, he's down by... He's up only by half a 10, so he's probably lost almost a 10th and a half in that part of the circuit. Now into the last 2 corners, how much more can he push? 7th gear, and he invalidates his lap time. That's goodbye, good night to his qualifying attempt. P4 will be probably his best lap time here. What about Lampy though? He's invalidated his lap as well. Next to cross the line, is it gonna be the Red Bull of Hot Stuff? Yes, he is coming across. He has invalidated as well. And next up is the Alpine of, well, Elia. He is starting his new lap finally. Oh, there you go. Sharis almost had some trouble there. He might have been impeded slightly. He is lifting off, so he's gonna abandon his lap time around here. So his lap time is not going to count for now. Zach still in the middle sector. Looks like he has abandoned his lap time as well. Not gonna be any improvement for him. What about the other AlphaTauri of Ernest, the scientist? Looks like he's still going strong. He's gonna be the first one out of the last few runners to cross the line. DRS wide open here. Elias retired. Did he crash? Did he retire on track? Oh, that's gonna be looked at after the race. And there you go. Ernest stays in P9 and Lamphy has improved his position up to P4. Displaces Switch down to P5. Next to cross the line, it's gonna be the other Red Bull of Hot Stuff. Improves by just 0.03 of a second and stays in P7 for now. One more to cross the line. Who is it gonna be? Well, Wumax and Hyman occupy P10 and 11 so far. There is his slow moving Mercedes. Is that Switch across the last corner? It is Switch and looks like he's gonna be ready to give a tow to his teammate here. Well coordinated by the Mercedes, but is it a little too far? Looks like it's not. And I don't know how much Nabu would have benefited from that, but that is a good improvement. 6 tenths puts him up into P12 for now. And Destiel cross the line, no improvement for him. He will still take pole position here in the inaugural race of season number 6. What a flex indeed by Charis there. I'm pretty sure he would have gone faster challenging Destiel for the pole position here. But there you go, 6 tenths of a gap Destiel made in that qualifying itself. And he seals the first pole position of this season. Well done to him. And Charis will come home in P2. And Zach, well, we have the AlphaTauri for the first time in his first race in MSRL, occupying the 3rd spot. Lamphy and Swaits, both Filipinos, in next up in 5 and 6. There is Zach in P6. Elia, Hot Stuff, Scientist, and Wumax round out the top 10 around here. And there you go, folks. We have 29 laps coming up right after this. After a 2 minutes break on the grid. Hopefully no one starts early, otherwise that's a drive-through penalty in the post-race, of course. You don't want to be doing that. And let's see. I don't want to be going into the race director because that's known to bug you out as a spectator, and I don't want to be locked out in the own lobby. If I leave the lobby, it's gonna ruin everything. I don't want to be doing that, especially with the state of this game. Put down your predictions to everyone in the chat. If you're new around here, leave a like and subscribe to MSRL's YouTube channel as well. Join the Discord if you would love to join our F1 ACC races and also some off-season races around here and there. We have a KLCT race coming up this Friday or next Friday if you are interested to take a look at that. And someone might have hit start early because, well, we're starting even before the 2 minutes are over. So someone's gonna get a penalty in post-race. Unfortunate for them. But here we go. 5 lights are coming out and 5 lights are off and away we go. It's quite a slow start, that looks like it, but looks like we may have a race start here finally. Destel gets a poor start. He gets dumped by Charis, who goes on the medium tires into turn 1. And looks like it is all nice and dandy so far. No collisions, everyone keeping it clean. And that's what we'd love to see so far. A little bit of collision in the back there, and that is the Alpha. Not the Alpha, that is the Aston Martin of Kendrick and Wumax going for a little adventure at the back of the grid, and that is an early spin to set them back. And up in front, well, let's get back to the action. Destiel finds himself, oh, hang on, well, let's just calm down a little bit more. Seems like there's a bit more carnage going on in the background here, and this time it is Zach who has gone for a spin all the way from P3 down to P14. Not good at all. Not good at all. No warm-up lap. No warm-up lap. There's no formation lap this time around because formation lap is known to be buggy once again in this game. So top 2, Charis and Destiel trying to pull away from the rest of the grid. Elia and Zach, the 2 Alpines, are working together to keep in touch of each other. Medium tires for Zach. Will he be towing his teammate up in front? And we can see a Switch in P7 here, getting a good start as opposed to Lamphy, who's dropped down to P10 here. And let's ride on board with them. You can see how long the straight is, and Nabil there having some issues there. Hot Stuff has overtaken him into turn number 1, and looks like Hot Stuff is going for a really quick move here. He really wants to get away from the hard runners real quick. Okay, now let's settle down. Looks like lap 1 has cooled down just a little bit, and we may get some less action, maybe a bit more here for the Alpines. Beautiful shot there from the top, and now let's see if all these cars can keep it tight. Looks like Ernest gets a good run on the McLaren in front of him, and that's gonna set him up real nicely if he's gonna go for a move real quick. On the hard tires though, Ernest, maybe he wants to stay back just a few more corners, but he has a good run coming out of them. Oh, 3-second time penalty already for Zeg in the Alpine, and there you go, the first victim of the track limits around here. A little bit of understeer there for Ernest in the dirty air, in the hard tires here, but nevertheless looks like Dastiel is going for a move. No, Shari is going for a move, and he backs off just right at the moment there. Oh, the Alpines are going for a switcheroo here, and that is no team orders, says the team principal over in the Alpine garage, and Elia has to concede the position, perhaps letting his teammate tow him to the 2 drivers up in front. And we got some more action as we go down the grid, and all drivers are still within close vicinity of each other. Hot Stuff, he there gets a 3-second penalty, so second driver to get onto the penalty list. Looks like he won't be the last probably for today. And as we have, we will try and go on board with some action here. We have some drivers here spinning, and that is Lukman, who has gotten into an incident. So many things happening right at the same time. It is interesting to see how drivers are still struggling at the first few hours into this game, maybe few weeks into this game. And there we go, we have a McLaren in the form of Lukman, who is going for a move on Nabil. Has Nabil passed him fair and square? Looks like he did, but Lukman is getting impatient here. He's drained all his battery here. So let's bring out the telemetry just for a quick moment and see how much battery everyone is running on right now. And while this is shaping up to be a move, Lukman gets a 3-second penalty, and he's the 3rd person on the list of penalties today. My goodness, I don't think this is going to finish anytime soon. Lukman, you're not supposed to make the overtake here. This is going to be an illegal one if he makes so. However, looks like he knows that it's probably the way to go. And Nabil defends on the middle of the line, keeps his position. Switz gets past him. What a beautiful maneuver there by the Mercedes teammates here. I didn't see that coming, but that definitely benefited Switz all the way. And right behind them is Zach as well. He's waiting to pounce on this too if anyone makes a mistake. And looks like it might come really soon. The McLaren is out of battery. The Mercedes of Nabil is struggling to keep up with his teammate up in front, and that is looking like a recipe for some overtakes. Around the outside, Zach goes, makes it stick into the middle sector here, gets ahead, and next up for him is gonna be Nabil. Ooh, gets a little bit squiggly on the exit. Zach, unfortunately, he's gonna lose out to his teammate there. Okay, Ernest is gonna play nice here and just give his teammate a bump draft here up in front. Looks like Hidair and Hot Stuff are having a bit of a ding dong here, and they might go for an overtake into turn 1. Speaking of overtakes into turn 1, Ishara is going for it. He is going for it, and they're just DRS doing each other. Perhaps not, they're just battling it out for P1 here, and in the meantime, back in P4 as well, the Alpines are going at each other as well. So action all over the track here, and we are not anywhere close to a quarter way into the race already. Back to the part of the track which is having the most action here. We can ride on board with Lukman here. Up ahead of him is the 2 Alpha Tauris, and then the 2 Mercedes further ahead. So a 4-man train here. Ooh, that's probably another warning. My goodness, It's so hard to keep it in the track limits around here today. And looks like the AlphaTauris might have collided with each other. And there he goes. Scientist runs a little bit wide. And Ernest, well, Ernest the scientist decides to take a lunge into the next corner to keep his position. Oh, Elia picks up a 3-second penalty and he becomes the 4th one to get on the naughty list for today. I wonder if Lukman realizes his battery is pretty much drained here and he's not going to be able to do anything about it. Up in front of him though, Hider gets another 3-second penalty, so that brings his tally up to 6. And we have the Alpines just towing each other along to get past and make moves to the front 2. Oh, something's happening here. Hot Stuff gets overtaken by Hider. Around the outside now, Hider goes. Ayman Haikal right behind him. Sweets catching up real quick to this trio up in front who has been battling all the while in these past 6 laps. Alright, a lot of action. I'm losing my voice already into lap 6 of this race. We have 23 laps more to go. Perhaps the safety car will help to neutralize things for a bit. I don't know. As you can see, it is bunching up right around here. It's a 4-man battle for P6. Headed by Hider, who has a 6-second time penalty. Hot Stuff tries to go for a move. Ayman looks for a move. Switz looks for a move as well. Who's gonna get it? Looks like Ayman gets Hot Stuff. Hot Stuff runs wide. Switz around the outside now. Takes the inside into the next left-hander here. Can Hot Stuff get it back though? He gets the line and now he'll have to attack Switz. Switz defending the inside line. Still pretty sweet on battery here. Oh, runs a little wide here. It is going to be difficult for these two to resolve who's going to want to overtake, and nobody wants to collide into each other. Wow. Alright. Let's quickly go up in front. Lampy's not going for an overtake just yet. Hot Stuff now. It's going to be under attack from Switz. And I believe this is going to be an easy peasy pass here. Switz with DRS. No battery required. Takes the outside line. And easily into turn 1. And look at that. Around the outside goes Ernest. Not Ernest. That is Zach in P10. Who was the ever so opportunistic to make that pass as well. And get up to P9. So these Hata is finally coming into some pace of their own. In this first third of the race. Well, so much action. I wish I had a home commentator for today. But we're probably going to miss that for a while. A little nudge there from Lukman onto the back of Ernest, and we have sector 1 and 2 lighting up yellow. Is that a full course safety car? It is a full course safety car coming out right now. And well, I guess just as the commentator ordered, we have a safety car right on lap 7 here to neutralize things once again. Let's see the important details here. Who's gained the most position so far? It has to be Elia is getting 4, Ayman getting 5 and Hider getting 7 at the start. Zach losing 6. And now, more importantly, who's gonna pit? Looks like everyone is pitting. Destel on the hards. It's probably gonna go on a set of mediums. 2 set of mediums till the end. Shara is on the mediums, perhaps taking hards till the end. Top 5 all in. Top 6, let's make it that. Maybe top 6 is gonna go in as well. 7 going in, Switz going in, 9 going in. Everyone is going in. So this is gonna be interesting to see what tires they do come on right at the end. Double stacking is also going to be a problem around here. And as you can see, a lot of drivers choosing to change their wings as well. That's a good thing, I suppose. Unfortunate for the Alpines though, because you have to double stack. Now right outside on track here, looks like Ernest deciding to be a little cheeky here. Almost jumped Destiel on the exit of the pit lane. Stays in P2. I wonder if he's gonna stay out a little longer here. Right. Everybody calm down. Here is the safety car, the Aston Martin safety car in the Qatar Grand Prix. Now we'll just have to wait for everyone to settle down and see what tires they're going under. You can see mediums on the Alpine, Lampy going on the hards, making his one inventory pit stop. So all the hard runners, they are able to go till the end from here. Except for Scientist up in P2, he started on those. He's gonna have to make a pit stop sooner or later. However, There are plenty of medium runners as well out on track who will have to probably make another pit stop. These medium tires are not going to be able to make it till the end, well, at least with sufficient pace to keep it on track. So he still has a chance. Soft runners I'd see down in P12 in the form of Lukman, the McLaren taking soft tires, so that's definitely another stop coming later down the race. Ken Rigg down in P14 had a poor start, now trying to recover his race, also takes a set of soft tires. Womax in P15 goes for the hard tires till the end. Zanubi in P16, he will go for the mediums as well. So it's a reset here. Safety car is still in sector 3 right now. It's probably going to be one more lap before we have a resumption. And I'd like to take this opportunity once again to invite you, if you'd like to join the season, well, somewhere in the description is going to be the link to our Discord channel. You can look it up in our main channel as well. I'll probably post it up if I could just alt tab for a moment without causing the stream to die or causing the lobby to die. But yeah, I would love to see you. Leave a like as well. Now, who do you think is going to be able to make it till the end from here? If there's no more safety cars, Sharis, Lampi, Ayman, they're all still on the hard tires. They'll definitely make it till the end. Is there going to be another safety car or a VSC that's going to bail out the medium runners around here? We'll only find out. I could probably order a few more VSCs or safety cars for that. And we can see Zanubi here, who's down in P16, takes the opportunity to get rid of these medium tires. Perhaps going on another set of hard tires here. Indeed, and that is a wise choice as well from him. Let's just take a look at the race director. What has Zanubi picked up so far? He has started on the hards, and he's on the medium tires right now, and he's gone back to another set of hards. As you remember, guys, Zanubi did select the harder allocation, if I'm correct, and that means he had two set of hard tires, one of which he just used it to set a slow lap time in qualifying, and that means he has a second set of hard tires. He's good to go till the end as well right now. And as you can see, a caterpillar forming behind the safety car here. Let's just get rid of the UI for a good moment here and just enjoy the track in its entirety here. And remember to hydrate. If you have your water bottles around you, make sure to get hydrated. Stay hydrated, especially if you're in Malaysia and Singapore and Indonesia these days. Haze is affecting us quite a lot. You want to stay hydrated, and well, you don't want to fall sick, especially when there's Qatar Grand Prix coming up right after this in real life as well. I wonder who's gonna win. Hint, Max. There you go, safety car in this lap, and it is gonna be mayhem on the restart here with Destiel well, I'm losing my words, up in front in P1 with the medium tires, now slowly backing up the pack here. It's gonna get cheeky around here. Let's just turn off the details for a moment. We don't need those, and now let's go to the minimal details and see what we have here. Out in P1, it's gonna be Destiel who's gonna take the lead on the restart. And right behind him, Ernest trying to get a jump on him, but no, Destiel plays it better than him and gets a good start. And let's see behind everyone else, can they get a good start? Looks like they did. And now looks like Heater has been caught napping just a little bit on the restart. Zerizak picks up a 3-second penalty. One more to his naughty list there. Alright, looks like everyone is just well behaved, but there you go, Sharis taking the opportunity to get past Ernest real quickly, and looks like Ernest is struggling on some tire temperatures. He's been sliding all over turn 1 and 2, and real quickly he's probably going to be victim to Elia down in P4, the two Alpines. Unfortunately for Elia, his teammate is further down the grid due to double stacking. Zeri down in P6 for now. There is definitely some trouble here for Ernest, the scientist, who's been losing some touch on his hard tires here. Side by side into this super right-hander. Can Elias stick it? He does stick it. That's going to require quite a big balls there, I'm pretty sure, but he made it stick. Now can he pull away and possibly drag the entire train back to the front as well? Shara is now trying to chase Destial. Well, hold that thought. Switz, our hotshot in the Mercedes, gets a 3-second penalty. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be his first one. Shara and Destial just trading fastest laps on the restart here so far. And into turn 1 here, Lampy going for a move on the inside of Scientist and makes it stick. Scientist on all the hard tires. I think he's going to regret the decision real soon. And in P6 and 7 there are still battles going on. Let's go on board with them and see who's going to stick it, who's going to lose it into this ever so tightening sector 2. A little bit of contact there and Zeri loses a position. 2 more positions and I think he's probably going to want to get rid of these hard tires as soon as he could. And he's being falling victim to everyone now. Ayman tries to get past him. Switz on the outside trying to get a double pass as well. Zach now joins the party. Now Hot Stuff is in there as well. It's a 7-8 man scrap for this P5 right now, all being held up by Scientists. Somehow he's still in P5. My goodness, how is he managing to do that? Oh, he did. Unfortunately, he tried to keep himself on track here to get past, but no, he is gonna be stuck for a while longer. And he's going wide as well. Everyone is running wide. This is a mayhem of a restart. My oh my, this is beautiful to watch. Alright, DRS is enabled this lap. Drivers will be able to use it next lap, but I suspect Heater is not gonna wait around any longer. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it. Now into turn 1, Heater gets the move done. Well, although he still has to contend with Zeri, who makes it 2 passes in one go, and up into P5 he goes. Down below, Zach gets past the McLaren of Lukman as well, and it's all over the track. All battles are brewing real quick. And more penalties coming in as well. Lukman now picking up another 3-second penalty to add on to his tally. Oh, Lampy has a little moment there. Now he has dropped. Oh, that was a good dive indeed actually. And Zeri now falls down to P6. P5. Oh, I stand corrected. I feel Lampy is just having some connection issues here as he's bouncing back and forth. He's down to P7 now. Unfortunate for him. And I hope he's not going to fall any further. He falls down to P8. Now losing position to his fellow countryman Switz, who goes for a move on Scientist, has to back out because the corner is just not wide enough for 2 to go there. Ooh, tight battles here. Everyone just taking risks just to get some early moves on. Now Heater is going for a move. Switz is going for a move. Now Switz gets the move done. Heater, can he get a move done? Goes on the inside now. Dummies to the outside. Now he has to try to make a move. Make some contact with Heater as well. And that's not going to be looking too good for him. Switz and Lampy, both the Filipinos going at each other. And they're not yielding. Let's ride on board with Scientists to see how these fellow countrymen are finding it out on track here. I know no inch is given. Heater picks up another 3 seconds. Well, I think a few more when you reach 30. That's going to be a DSQ, unfortunately. Well, he still has a chance to improve on that. Oh, Scientist gets tapped around by Haikal. And that is going to be a spin for Scientist to what's already a poor decision from him to stay on the hard tires. He's making it even worse by now having a spin. And down to P15 he goes. Oh boy, he's going to wish for a safety car real soon. Ayman now picks up a 3-second penalty as well, so no one is staying safe. More and more time penalties clocking in the time machine right now. Oh, Hot Stuff picks up a 3-second penalty as well. Oh boy, can we just get past the moment where I said 3-second penalty? You can just ignore me when I say 3-second time penalty, because it's gonna keep happening for the whole day. Switch now within DRS range of Heater. Now goes for a move. Heater can't defend it too much either. Yields the position. Now Lampy looks for a move as well on Heater. Both of these drivers on different strategies. He's on the hards. Heater and Switz on the medium, so still big question marks here as to who's gonna make it. Will there be a safety car or VSC to bail them out later on in the race? Oh, there is some move being made. Lampy once again going for the audacious dive on Hideo, and he makes it stick. And he might have just made it there while we were not watching. Brave, but ballsy there from Lampy to get the move done. But unfortunately, he's falling back behind. 1.7 seconds to the countryman of Switz. And Hideo will get DRS. Will Hideo go for a move? He's low on battery. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be enough to make a move though. Just behind Ayman Haikal. Was he playing DRS chicken here with Kendrick? Looks like he might have. No. Nobody gets DRS here. Neither does Kendrick, neither does the other guy. Switz makes a move on Zeri. And side by side there, as you can see up in front. And Zeri has to yield on the hard tires. Switz being on the medium tires is going to be quicker for now. But not for long. Lampy now 1.5 starting to catch up to the pair above. And this hard tire is starting to work in favor of him as well. Here picking up another 3-second penalty, which you can probably ignore because it's gonna keep happening from now on. Everyone's gonna pick up penalties as they try to be a little more ambitious, trying to push the track limits to stay closer to their rivals up in front to attempt an overtake, and that's probably gonna be a warning for Zeri. And there you go, 3-second picked up once again. This is gonna be a penalty defining moment by the end of lap 29 here. I'm pretty sure someone's could probably drop 5 positions by getting all these penalties. Zeri Zach now lining up a move on Switz. Will he want to go for it? He is low in battery and Switz is not really defending it too hard. He knows he has to take this medium tires as long as possible into the race and smartly lets Zeri go. There you go, one more battle. Heater and Hot Stuff going side by side into turn 1. Heater trying to take the wider line, trying to get a better exit, but no, he loses out a little bit. Oh no, I stand corrected. He gets a better exit, and now they are side by side into turn 4. Who's going to yield? It looks like Heater has to yield just because the corner is not turning in his favor here. Closest gap so far out on track has to be between Switz and Zeri here, so it looks like neither of them are able to pull away that easily. The two Alpines are converging on each other, so this might help Zeri if he can pull up back to his teammate. Up in front though, we can probably forget about them for a moment here. Destiel and Sharis are just pulling away, and that's 11 seconds gap. Oh, and that is a wide spinning, almost spinning Zeri now, which has unfortunately let his position go to Switz. Will there be another switcher coming in from Zeri here? It might just be he's not waiting for the long game. He's going for it right now. Switz though, he's also low on battery and he has to contend with Zeri going down the inside. Now that you can see, like riding on Bobby Lampy, is he going to take the opportunity to take this position away from the two of them? And now Zach joins them behind as well for P7, and it is a battle turning off for P4. It's pretty tight here, and if they can close up to P3, this is going to be one long battle. And Switz goes for the dive here on the inside. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he does. Desperate move, but he made it stick. Oh, and that's collision between the Alpine and Switz, and they go both round. Oh boy, Destiel, being the race leader, now picks up a 3-second time penalty. Switz doing his best to rejoin safely out on track, and he does so. Unfortunately, he's down to P14 as all of that unravels. back to the action as well. Zach, who has been really patient here so far. He has picked up 2 positions as thanks to that collision, and now him and Lampy has a job to catch up to the Alpine for P3, which is still up for grabs. Time panelists will still decide who's going to win, who's probably going to lose the race as well. And they're still picking up 3. Definitely puts Charis in the spotlight. Elia has gone into the pits now. That's an interesting decision. What has happened? Did he spin into the pit lane or something? Because he's going extremely slow here. Wonder what's happened there. That's not gonna fare well for the Alpines, who started really good up in front today. Lampy and Zach just trading positions now to get up in front. Womax as well, now making his way to P11. Nabil in P10. Hyman Haikal, the other Williams in P9, makes a move on Kendrick, who has the soft tires, but these soft tires are starting to fade and these hard tires are coming into their own as well. So this is going to be a fight for the fringe points here. Points are awarded for top 15, so you just have to finish in the top 15 and make sure you are not the one who DNF in today's race. That's going to be difficult to decide though, as everyone is going for positions left, right and center. Elia now comes right behind Zenubi, and this is probably going to be a quick and easy overtake with the fresher hard tires here. Oh, looking to get past there, but no, Zenubi defends it just nicely here. And parking it on the apex just a little bit. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Elia should have been a little more careful. Zenubi runs wide, and that gives 2 positions to Scientist, who's still trying to get back up in front. Zach pits as well, so the AlphaTauri has played this, I guess, in a team fashion here. Both of them going for a fresh tires here. Ooh, what's happened there? He's running wide. Is someone lagging, or am I lagging? I don't know. Zach is going down the order. He's probably pitting. Lampy now up to P3. So he'll go till the end for sure with these hard tires. But the question is, those who have pitted, can they catch back up to these hard runners in due time? Kendrick, Nabil and Womax patiently fighting this out for P7 here. Womax on the hards, he will go till the end. Nabil on the softs, mediums my bad. He'll probably have to box again very soon or hope for a safety car. Kendrick on the softs, he is definitely a candidate who needs to go for the pit stop. So soft, mediums and hards, 3 different tire compounds here. Switz is making a recovery drive here up to P10. He'll probably have to pit anyway, but he's gonna have to make a drive of the season, if anything, or drive of his life to get back anywhere close to the podium position today. Oh, a little bit wide there. Now Zeri, the Alpine, now pulls into the pit lane as well. He's gonna go for fresh tires here. So Nabil will stay out. Kendrick's going into the pit. Womax is staying out. So can he catch back up to Nabil? Looks like he is. Both are in similar range of ERS. Nabil will have to go for a pit pretty surely. Gaps are starting to unravel finally after 20 laps of racing, with one safety car in between, and now everyone is on different tire strategies here. Some going for the 1 stop on the medium hards, some going for 2 stop on the hards to mediums to whatever tire they want to go around now. So let's just check on the tire compounds here. We have plenty of soft tires, plenty of medium tires as well to go till the end. Question is, can these softs hold up? Zach is going to be leading the charge on the alternate tire straight runners down in P8. 11 seconds is his gap. So now let's start switching the gaps to the leader and see how fast can he catch back up to P3 in the form of Lampy. He's only 10 seconds, 20 seconds behind Lampy. Can Lampy hold down? Can Zach? Can Zach as well make a comeback drive to go up to P3? It's going to be a nail-biting final few laps. Granted, we don't get a safety car. I'd love to see this go down without a safety car for sure. There you go. Nabil is the next one to pull in the pit lane. He is probably going to go for a set of mediums or hards, which releases Womax now into clean air. Can he push to maintain his P6 here from the charging Zack, who is going to be the first one to attack him on the fresher tires here. It's going to be close. Zack is catching, Zeri is catching as well, Ayman Haikal further back in heater as well. So there's a bunch of drivers, as you can see, exiting the last corner here. All those drivers on the alternate strat now trying to make a comeback here, trying to gain some positions back and points to salvage their race. Up in front though, let's quickly give some attention to our race leaders. Destial, who's on the medium tires and fading probably. He'll have to stop again. He has a 3-second time penalty. Shari is now pushing with his battery to stay within 1 second of Destial catching quickly. Destial pulls into the pits. Now he's gonna go for a fresh set of tires. Sharis is released into clean air now. Can Destial come back from a virtually 0-second gap, 1 second lead? And now with his pit stop, how much further can he catch up after this? Lukman, next one to pick up a penalty, so penalties are still coming in thick and quick. Zeri Zack, who is the leading runner on the alternate strats right now. 7 seconds is gap to Wumax, and Wumax must be looking in his mirrors every lap to see how fast that AlphaTauri is approaching him. Destial now exits the pit lane in P3. Up in front, just 2 seconds ahead is Lampy, so that's not going to be too difficult to make an overtake. Decides to go for the medium tires till the end. Wise choice there to keep the tires in check with the extra pace till the end. Lukman though, wow, I have to commend him. 14 laps on the soft tires here. He's definitely hoping for a safety car or two very soon. However, his tires are going to pop right there on track. Oh, what's happening down there in P12? There you go. The alternate runners are now waiting to catch up to the pack up in front, and he is going for the moves right away. RD Taki, my oh my, long time no see, buddy. Good to see you back in the chat. I wish you were here, but I still remember the first race that you commented with us. I somehow won the race despite not having pace. Can Lampy do that? Can Destial do that? Maybe can Lukman, someone else, do that as well? Maybe we can have a season 4 repeat. I don't know. But as it stands right now, Sharis on the hard tires will probably go till the end. Lampy as well is going to go till the end. Sharis may have a pit stop gap already if he wants to go for a soft tires on Destial after this. But he's probably safer staying out on track. Destial here is going to make an easy move. Is Lampy going to defend? Is Destial going to push? He should be pushing, but he's not really pushing. Interesting here. Alright, next battle on track here. Nabil versus Scientist versus Hidir. So three-man train around here. First up, it's going to be Hidir, who's going to be under attack from Scientist. Both of them on the similar strategy to go till the end here on the fresher tires here. Zeri Zack is already Zack is already 3 seconds behind Wumax now. There you go. Scientist makes a move into turn 1, takes the inside line, defends it, but Hidir trying to get a cutback, gets a good line, gets the outside line. The Scientist leaves him just enough space to squeeze through, and there you go. Side by side they are. Oh, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of touchy RG-bargy there, and thankfully they're still out on track. Nabil will probably be happy to take the position away. Switz now boxes once again for a set of soft tires, so probably trying to steal the fastest lap point and try to catch up to Zanubi to get that extra point away. So the final points pay position in P15. Alright, that's still there. Finally making a move for P3 there, and for P2, and he'll probably easily make it till the end. Sharis up in front will make it till the end easily as well, but I wonder for how long. Hot stuff. Oh, he's just gained a position on Lukman on the 16 lap old soft tires. Oh my goodness, how long can you go on a set of softs? Lukman says yes is the answer. This probably has to be a record for soft tires around Qatar in a 50% race. Ooh. Destial was leading the race. However, he did box for a set of medium tires when the safety car came out. He picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. Could not pull away in time. And there you go. He has to box again. And Sharis on the hard tires from the start of the safety car, and he takes the lead. And there you go, Zach finally has closed up to Womax here. So Womax knows this is not his battle here. He'll probably let Zach go, but not that easily. He still has a 10-second gap to mine to Zach in P8. So Womax will be fighting this out. 6 laps to go, including this. It's 5.5 if you include this. And Womax still has a good chance to finish in P7, all things considered, without any time penalties. Let's quickly turn to Nabil as well. There you go, he's going to be making an outtake. There you go, Destiel sets a 22.7. Oh, the fastest lap of the session. And this is coming back to Zach here. It's going to be an easy peasy pass here. Womax doesn't fight this too hard. He knows what's happening. Lukman, finally, wow. Let's just give him a round of applause for taking the soft tires that long. And now he's going to be on the freshest tires of all. He's going to be coming out right around P10 here, right behind Haikal. Looks like Ayman Haikal might just get past. And next up is going to be Scientist and Nabil, who are fighting for a position. My goodness, I'm losing all position. Turn 1, there you go. Side by side they are into turn 1. Nabil gets past. He knows there's an impending doom of Lukman with the fresher tires, so gets past immediately. Up into P10 he goes. Next up for him is going to be 3 seconds ahead is Ayman Haikal. Destel picks up another 3-second time penalty. I suppose it's not going to matter too much for him, as he's going to keep pulling away from Lampy. Shariz is probably in for a easy cruise till the end. But can he keep it clean? Can the tires stay alive for that long? Hidair, my boy, he has to be really safe around here. He's on 27 seconds of time penalty. 3 more, and that is going to be a disqualification for our good friend on his first race. So he is definitely sweating some in his pants right now to make sure he's keeping it within track limits, not even touching the white line. I'd say he's really taking it that easily to bring home the points here. Switch might even get him at the end. He is already within 28 seconds, and that's going to be an easy P14 for Switch probably. Now quickly to some action on track as well. The other McLaren of Lukman also picking up penalties, now going for a kamikaze move. Both of them fighting for it, and now he's up to P11. Scientist, who had a good start early in the session here, now down to P12. Tight battles, one mistake and there you go, and one missed strategy and down you go as well. However, as you can see, Lukman has 18-second time penalty. He's not going to be bothered that much. However, whoa, hold that thought of train just for a moment. And Lukman is going for a move on Nabil as well. As you can see from Scientists on board, side by side they are. Lukman on the fresher soft tires, goes for the switchback. Beautiful on board here from Scientists. As you can see, Nabil getting outfoxed there by Lukman on the fresh tires. Can Lukman pull off an 80-second gap? I don't think that's possible right now. Up in front, let's quickly check on Zach here, who does not have any time penalties, is closing in on Hot Stuff, is closing in on Lampy. Can he get up to P3 here with 3 laps to go? Now he'll have to start this lap before he gets done anything. Into turn 1, there seems to be a little bit of slowy going down. That's just making way for being lapped here. Now Zach is still closing in. He gets a chance for P4. Can he get on P3? Lampy has to be really careful here, because any more time penalties will definitely put him in range of Zach claiming the podium away from him. Oh, there you go. Beautiful move there. Nabil outbreaking himself. Scientist taking the wider line now. Nabil just curves off the inside and a little bit of tap with the front wing of Scientist. But Scientist gets a good run here around the outside. Nabil gracefully leaves him enough space. But into the next double right-hander, Nabil will get the space to make himself wide once again. Will Ernest dive it down the inside here? He was looking for it. Nabil nicely cover that off to make sure he's not giving away the position that easily. Both of them on no time penalties, so this is going to go down to who is up ahead on track. P11 and 12, just probably 1 point paying position in difference, but nevertheless it's going to be a battle for P11 as well. Lukman, there you can see, has closed up to Ayman Haikal now. Does not wait for the move, goes for the move immediately. He wants to definitely pull off that 18-second gaps, I'm sure. But yeah, he's only going to get so far. He's doing his best. Now up into P9, he goes out on track for now. Next up for him, 4 seconds up the road. Kenrick, can he catch up to him? Kenrick staying within 12 seconds of Zach. Will probably claim that P7 away. Zach is okay. Yeah, that's what I would say. Zach is okay. For a podium, looks like it. Lampy, I stand corrected. Lampy has a 7-second gap to Hot Stuff. I don't think that's easily recoverable. Let's go back down here. Oh, there is some action going on between the Mercedes of Nabil and Scientist's AlphaTauri. Hide, unfortunately, has been disqualified from the race for picking up too many time penalties. 30-second time penalties overall. Oh, that is painful. That is painful to watch. Because that was going so good, he could have just brought it home, but unfortunately now that promotes Zanubi up into P15, the final point paying position. With 1 lap to go now, finally. Let's see, Sharis just starts his final lap. Destiel not too far off, 12 seconds behind, unfortunately, with that alternate straight. It's not working out for him. Womax picks up his first 3-second penalty, so he's gonna probably fall to Kendrick. Lampy keeps it behind in front. Zach now finally going for a move into turn 1 on Hot Stuff. This is for position here. Zach is gonna take P4 away, and there you go. Nice and clean as you like. Hot Stuff doesn't defend that too hard either. He knows he has a 6-second penalty to contend, and he's just gonna follow Hot Stuff through. More time penalties coming in as well. This is hilarious to watch. Kendrick, can he find 3 seconds in this final lap to pull up to P6? Zach and Lukman are still going for it side by side now. Lukman here, wow, okay, on the soft tires, definitely making some work, but he's gonna get held a little bit here by Kendrick's tires. Oh, not Kendrick, Zach, they go for a spin. A cheeky little reset there. I'm not disturbed by that, but you know what? Let's turn our attention right back to the front of the grid. All around, stand up for a round of applause to Sharis, who comes across the finish line to win the first ever race in season 6, to win the Qatar Grand Prix in MSRL season number 6. Well done to him. Switch there, although his lap comes across to finish in 14. Destiel in P2, and here comes Leffy riding the curbs on the last corner here, and he's gonna come home in P3. Zach, what an effort from him. He has come pretty close there to catching up to Lampy. Well, there you go. He's gonna finish in P4. Unfortunate for him at the start though, otherwise we would have seen him easily in the top 2 spots. Hot Stuff in P5. Womax, there you go, in his first race for MSRL as well in the Williams. A beautiful car that I drove last season. Brings it up in P6. There you go. Womax, congratulations, is in P6. Kenrick, clean race for him, no penalties in P7. Lukman with that 18-second in P8 for now. How much further is gonna drop? Ayman brings it up in P10. Zach has run out of fuel, looks like it, and he's gotten passed by Nabil and Scientist, who go up to P8. Nabil gets promoted to P9. Oi, oi, oi. And that is still some drama towards the end of the session. Beautifully done there. Beautifully done by all the drivers. And Nabil picks up driver of the day. I'm sure he'll be happy to take that home as bragging rights. And congratulations to all drivers for sort of completing it in a nice fashion. Unfortunately for Hide, who got disqualified there with 30-second time penalties. We would have expected that anyway someone was gonna get the 30-second time penalties overall. But nevertheless, back onto the podium celebrations here. Sharis in the Red Bull, showing it how to do it. Gets the first win of the season. Destiel comes home in P2 with the fastest lap. And Lampy brings home the last podium position for today. Beautiful, beautiful race by everyone. Now, I don't suppose we could get an interview done for today, because everyone is rushing back and getting ready for some other stuff. It has been pretty late into the night as well, with the delays in the real life qualifying, sprint shootout, or whatever you want to call it. And there you go. Let's just take a moment. Even the incident space is not loading, my friends. That is going to be a long one to review if we have any. Well then, I suppose it's going to be a wrap for today. and we will see y'all next weekend for race number 2, which is going to be during the off season. Well, there's no real life race next week, so we're going to be racing in the Austrian GP, and we'll be back the week further after that for USA GP, following the real life calendar for season number 10. Stay tuned. See you. Take care. Bye bye.